I never thought my marriage would end in silence. For years, I believed in the quiet strength we shared. We had the kind of love that didn't need constant display. I trusted her completely, the way a man trusts the ground he walks on. But sometimes the ground cracks beneath you without warning. It started with little mentions of him, her best friend since college. I never minded at first. Everyone is allowed to have friends. But then his name began to appear more often, during dinner conversations, in her texts, in her laughter late at night as she messaged him. When I asked, she brushed it off. You're overthinking. He's just my friend. But something shifted. It was in the way she lit up when his name came up, the way her eyes sparkled when her phone buzzed. I tried to ignore it. I tried to be the reasonable husband who doesn't jump to conclusions. Yet, in the quiet moments, I felt the growing distance between us. One evening, she sat me down with a strange look in her eyes. I need to talk to you, she said. My chest tightened. She explained how much her friend meant to her, how he understood her in ways even I didn't. And then she said the words that froze my blood. She wanted him to be part of our relationship. I asked her what that meant. She looked at me, calm but determined, and said she wanted an open marriage with him. She claimed it wouldn't change how she felt about me, that she still loved me, that it would just make her happy. I didn't yell. I didn't argue. I just sat there, staring at the woman I thought I knew. My heart pounded so loudly that I barely heard her explaining, justifying, pleading with me to understand. She reached for my hand, but it felt like fire on my skin. That night, I couldn't sleep. I stared at the ceiling, thinking about every moment we had shared, the first time I saw her, the vows we made, the life we built. I wondered if it had all been leading to this. Was I blind? Was I boring? Was I simply not enough? The pain was suffocating, but anger never came. Only a cold clarity. The next morning, I packed my things quietly while she was still asleep. I left my wedding ring on the nightstand. I didn't write a note. I didn't slam the door. I just walked out of the house and into the early light, breathing air that felt strangely clean. In the weeks that followed, she called, texted, begged me to talk. But what was there to say? I wasn't going to share my wife with another man. I wasn't going to fight for a marriage that she had already opened to someone else in her heart. Silence was my answer, and it was louder than any argument we could have had. People told me I should have stayed, that I should have tried counseling, that love is about compromise. But there are lines you do not cross, because once you do, there is no marriage left to save. I was not going to compete for a place in my own home. Walking away hurt more than anything I have ever done. But slowly, the pain became lighter. I began to see that leaving was not weakness, it was dignity. I had given her my loyalty, my trust, my whole heart. She chose someone else to stand beside her. I chose myself. Even now, sometimes at night, I think about her. I wonder if she regrets it, if she ever wakes up reaching for me and feels the empty space. Maybe she's happy, maybe she isn't. But I no longer carry the weight of that answer. I no longer live in a house where love had to compete with betrayal. I walked out silently, and in that silence, I found my freedom.